Name is Femi Emmanuel, popularly known as Femi Solar. Some do call me Femi. Those that have known me, Lataye Aladumole. So I want to appreciate everybody. Thank you, Mr. Shegun, for the question. Tibafe going that you asked what is urging me, like what is always making me want to do more.
Yes.
Yeah. This is something about me. I am a musician that loves to bring new things out, and I have my unique style, and I actually always love to introduce this my jazz music to people, and also what we can do with music. People that knows me knows that I sing juju music. I have high life. I have some classical stuff in it, and I sing gospel in it too a little bit. So I started it with the concept of coming up with my own unique style, which is jazza music. So now for me to promote my uniqueness, I have to keep making that time to create something new. So I always want to, because I have this confidence in my style. I always tell people that whatever, anywhere I find myself, even if I have a lot of musicians on ground, maybe I want to perform I always have this confidence. Be that my jazza music, the pattern, no one can beat me only because it is my style. It is what I have. So that urge, last one, always push me to do more. So that's why I don't like to sleep. I like to walk. But my people knows me very well. I like to fire on. So I'm always pushed to do more, more. And I always push to do something different. So that's it.
Something it's been a long time coming. I recall that most times you always talk about your passion.
Yeah.
You always create something different.
Yes.
In help of your album.
Thank you.
Which leads me to the question about this album,
Yes.
which we are talking about today,
Yes.
that we're celebrating today.
Yes.
That coincides with your birthday. What does it mean to you? We
Okay.
talked about this in God.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that there is always a God factor in our lives.
Yes.
But for you, what specific thing do you think this album represents?
Okay, thank you so much. The title of the album is It's Been God. And I have so many reasons why I'm coming out with this title and also the body of work. I looked through, I checked back, I how do I put it? I rewind myself back to where I'm coming from, and I have so many things I have faced. I have so many sad stories. I have a lot of things I have faced in years back. So to God be the glory, I survived it all, and this is Femi Sola today. I may not want to share so many of these things because doing that it may involve mentioning some names which I will not like to do. So I really want to use this album to appreciate God. And talking about this album, I did a lot of unique things there. I involved so many composers. And the music I use, they are very unique. And maybe I can mention some of the composers too. But I have something unique in this album because I really want to prove that title is being God. Last year I celebrated my 40 years, and I talked to myself. I was like, okay, Femi, anything that's going to come from you must be something powerful. Though I don't just do album anyhow, I release my album every 2 years. But this is been God, the power packed album. So
you mentioned that you don't want to talk about people. You don't want to mention names. But
yes,
people here,
yeah,
your fans out there,
yes,
they may know some stories that you think they don't.
yeah, it's possible.
So I feel like it is also it would be irresponsible on my own part.
Okay.
Not to let you talk about
Okay.
a certain part of your life that really made you feel like this is a turning point. You didn't give up yet.
Yes, I
yet
did.
today.
Yeah.
You probably have given up. You wouldn't be here. So
Yes.
what was that point? What was the turning point for you?
I wouldn't want to start mentioning names, but I can only say to people that I have tried so much to push through despite all these things that has, till more totally discouraged me time pass. But I don't want to mention names and I don't want to talk too much about that. But one thing that is constant and I want people to know is that I have been able to push through. I've been able to survive all the pressure.
Pressure from
no, not from anybody in particular. From all the circumstances that surround music. It's a lot in the entertainment industry. Talking about the industry, both in Juju world, both in our life, both in Fuji world, both in pop. It's always a lot. So I'm just here to thank God, and I'm here to tell people that this is Femi Sola. I'm able to push through, and I'm here, and we are still moving forward. That is why the title of the album you asked about, It's Been God. Thank you.
And one my colleague.
Okay.
Yeah. Congratulations once again.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. My name is Samuel.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome.
So
From
sorry?
your media.
From Disney.
Okay.
Yeah. So I noticed you've been so conscious of the response. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you saying you are being isolated in
Okay.
the industry?
Okay.
Or maybe you have issues with some people you don't want to mention their names?
Okay, can I answer you now?
Yeah.
No, I'm not being isolated in the industry, but generally, if you listen to all musician stories, people always have one or two things to say about the industry and a lot of things that has happened. But the most important thing is that Femi Sola was able to push through, and I'm here today. I'm not being isolated by anybody, and I'm not being intimidated by anybody. I have godfathers in the music. I have fathers in the music industry. I have those that have encouraged me. I have those that have put me time at a point, that they have put me down at a point. But I thank God that I was able to push through. And even if I want to start talking about it, it won't be nice of me because today we all are now cool. Might not be cool like that, but God has helped me, and then we are now fine. So the major thing is just for me to thank God and to appreciate everyone. So I'm not being isolated.
I don't know if you are aware of this insinuation. Like
Okay.
You outshine people, even your colleagues in the industry. Maybe through your brand or your style of music.
Okay.
How would you react to this? Do
Uh,
you believe that?
I will only believe it in this sense that I am not doing anything to put anybody down. But if you say my brand or my music is outshining some of my colleagues or some people in the industry, yeah, it is possible because I am always coming out with force, like with all energy. So, and I'm not joking. I don't joke with my brand. I don't joke with my music. I don't joke with my line of music. I don't joke with my band. I don't joke with the brand. So, it is possible that my brand, my entertainment, my music, it's possible for it to be outshining something like that.
Talking about that, there was a time when some people felt, people who have followed the trajectory of your career, that
Okay.
you were literally sounding like a particular person.
Okay, yes.
Like maybe they felt maybe you patterned your music
Okay.
after that person.
Okay.
But in some moments later, you felt, maybe I think you kind of moved away from that style.
Yes.
Did that cause any kind of friction between you and that person? I don't want to mention the person.
I will even like to talk more on that. I will boldly mention my godfather's name, which you are talking about, the pattern of music. My father in music is Shiwaju Dr. Yinka Ayefele MON. He has been a wonderful father, and my pattern of music, I don't know if I'm to put it takes after his pattern. Like I was singing his direct pattern until it got to a point. I remember that was 2010. So I sat down, I think I released the album Distinction that year. I sat down and I was like, okay, Femi, can you just do something different? Can you come out with something unique, different from this pattern. You know, I have so many examples I can cite talking about music pattern and when you take after someone. So I was able to do that, but there was no friction. Yes, a lot of things happen because fans. Fans and Femi Sola sọ pé kíní kan àwọn kan sọ pé Yinka Ayefele like back at a point kíní kan, but people always say a lot of things. But the most important thing is Dr. Yinka Ayefele was able to manage that, and I, as his music son too, was able to manage it. It wasn't easy, but we were able to control those years. So that's it.
What's the state of things between you guys now?
State of
Things between, what's the relationship?
Yeah, we are good. I did my 40th, though it wasn't around, but it was an agreement between me and him. I did my housewarming a year before. I think that was 2003 or 2004. Yeah, he was there. He was the one that commissioned the house. He was the one that cut the ribbon, commissioned everything. He was there. So he has always been involved in anything I have been doing. So we're cool.
And he has never at any point expressed any kind of no, I don't really, he wasn't feeling really cool about maybe your pattern of music, which is pattern of music which you adopted and dropped.
Okay.
Because the reason is that if at this point you become successful and of course you are giving credit to the fact that you learned your music and all that, some people might feel like, or he also might also feel, I'm not speaking, I'm not holding people, I'm just telling you that. He might also feel like you don't give him enough credit.
Okay.
Did you really have any kind of impact in your music? Did you really have any kind of impact in your life, apart from the fact that you just chose to pattern your music after?
Okay, yeah. Like I've said, we were both able to manage all the issues we had. Not that we don't have issues. Time passed, and anything can just come up at any time. Anybody can just call him and say, "Oh, Femi play for fans in Kobai. On those shaking Femi is here playing for your fans." All this or that. But we were able to manage it. And talking about my music career and my music success, he has never had any problem with that so far. He has always been there, supporting me in his own way, and. Talking about that, I think he himself has called me several times that Femi, okay, I will be here. I won't be able to be there, but I'll be here. This so person who is my fan will call you. Go and play for that person. I can mention few. You understand? So if he can do that, definitely, he has this trust in him, and he always tell me something anytime we're talking or we're chatting. He always say, Femi, I'm proud of you. So not that we don't have issues. We've had issues. We always have, people will talk. They can tell him things. They can tell me stuff, but we're able to manage it. That's just it.
Your music style is very unique. I heard you said that you got inspiration from your boss one way or the other. But how were you able to stop? You stopped his own style and picked up your own style. How did you go about that? And
Okay, thank you for that question. In 2010, I sat down to create my own pattern. It is not that I left that pattern totally. If you still listen to my music, at least you can always say, oh, yeah, the reflection, yes, thank you. The reflection of his own pattern. But once you are listening to my music, you will know there is something different in it, which is that jasa you just mentioned. I created that jasa music out of Tunga music, which is high life music, gospel music, and a little bit of Fuji too. And what the meaning of it is just juju, asiko, sorry, aluju. Gospel means we elulu juju, like our father King Sunny this pattern. Sorry alujo, the Tunga, sorry alujo, gospel. So I just call it jasa music, and we have always been trying to create something different. So even my stage. So this popular sound, trending music, this song, dance, come on, papajo, fesejo, forijo. Those are part of the things I've been able to create from that jasa pattern. Thank you.
Okay, one last question.
Okay.
How do you get your inspiration? Some people would say it's when I'm sleeping, somebody brings to my head. Like, how do you get inspiration that makes you put your song together, your music lines together?
Okay, thank you. I do get my inspiration. I can get it anywhere. I can get it here. The way you are asking me questions now, I can, later sit down to write something good about this. So, and I get my inspiration everywhere, anytime. I remember there was a point in time I was writing my SS2 exams. I think I was going to SS3 or so. I was doing my exam and I was composing right there because I had this extra sheet I was writing there. So the supervisor on the was right there thinking I was trying to do some expo where I want to write or review and give to someone. So he brought it out and he was like, "What is this?" So I said, "It is music." This guy won't write exam to if he were promoted SS3 there's no calling that on exam law. So, I get my inspiration anyhow, anywhere, through the help of God. And to add to that, anytime I want to do anything, I always treat my album like a project. I did the same from this It's Been God. I always treat it like a project. I do involve composers. To mention few, Liadis, there is this my guy, Sheyajo. There is this Pastor Karide Emmanuel. I do involve Baron Lay too. I do involve so many. If I start mentioning, that's it.
So, sorry, to put the record straight.
Thank you.
Yeah, you said Ayefele is your boss.
Yes.
Were you under his tutelage at any point in time before now?
Okay.
Or you just adopted him?
Okay. Thank you, sir. Ayefele, Dr. Yinka Ayefele, M1 is not my boss. He is my father. If I want to call someone my boss, that means, I pass through him like maybe he's teaching me one or two. In this entertainment industry, I started doing music jingles, producing music jingles. That's how I started my music entertainment. So his brother, Laudo Ayefele, is a very good musician, but people don't really know it like that because he's into music jingles, music adverts. So I trained under Laudo Ayefele, but I can call Laudo Ayefele my boss. That's it.
My name is Tosi. I'm representing Ghana.
Thank you.
Have you ever felt overlooked or underrated in the industry? And how do you feel?
A lot. That happens a lot. It got to a point that depression even want to set in at a point with the question. Yes, people can underrate you like that. But instead of me to get depressed, I sat down, worked on my unique style, and I was able to overcome it. And to some of them like that I always feel threatened or maybe underrated by them, now they are coming to me, seeing me as because my music is out there. I'm really confident with that my jazz music. So today, if you want to underrate me now, I go put myself up. That's just it.
So will you say your
that's how okay.
Your uniqueness is a part of your hair too?
Yeah, I choose my look to make myself happy first. When I started doing my dread, a lot of people came up on Facebook. People talk a lot on Facebook. It's a room for when you have 2 kilobyte data. People just talk a lot. I started doing my dread. I think it's going to be 3 years this year or so. So a lot of people started talking on Facebook. Say, "Yeah, you are singing gospel." I don't owe anybody anything because one thing I always do is that I will make sure I look good. Creating this my look, I like it myself, I love it myself. And I know it will get to a point that people will just accept it that way. But later, and I have so many companies I model for, I have so many companies and their ambassadors, and to God be the glory, my fans keep increasing. So,
for me, it's not just a hairstyle, because looking at it closely, you have several processes. It's part of
it's part of
or it's spiritual.
No, it's not spiritual at all. Okay, because of the cross.
Yeah,
it's not spiritual. This is they are good. Whatever they are accessories. Life itself is spiritual.
Are you a spiritual person?
Yes, I'm a spiritual person.
How deep is your spirituality?
It's very, very deep because everything is spiritual. Everybody sitting here, this happens because life is spiritual. I pray a lot. I'm a Christian, and I see everything extraordinary. I don't know if I put that right. I don't joke with spiritual things. So yes, I'm 100% spiritual.
Beneath the faith,
Yes.
the fanfare,
Yes.
the fun, a lot of the excitement that grip your career.
Yes.
When the cameras are down,
Yes.
when the mic is down,
Yes.
when the noise is down, what is Femi Sola?
Femi Sola is, I don't know, maybe you are feeling it already. I was, when we started this interview, I was doing one casco, doing, but if you see the way it's going down now, I'm trying to add more. So the more you are seeing is just me. I'm a very lively person. I hate to be too serious. I hate to look too serious. I hate it when people around me are too dull. So I'm a very, very, I don't know the English to use. I'm a very lively person. Sure. So that Femi Sola behind the camera, I'm a Liverpool football club fan, and I don't joke with my club. And then to God be the glory, against all other clubs that are under us, we won the Premier League. So Copa it's in Femi Sola, I don't joke with that. I don't joke with my. And yesterday, we won 2 matches. We played 2-1, and then we played 3-1. So that tells you that Liverpool is doing well. So against all other clubs like Arsenal and Chelsea. Okay, Chelsea still collected one by chance, by luck. So this is part of me. I'm a Liverpool fan, and then secondly, I love Big Brother. I'm sorry to disappoint so many people, but I love Big Brother. Big Brother Nigeria. I'm always following it, and I have a.
What do you like about the show?
The show, I just like I like reality. I like reality shows. I like something real. I don't like scripted. How do I put it? I don't know the English to use. I just love like Kotobari. Want to come and share it back and see that.
Being
Yes.
touched
Yes.
on live program.
I'm not talking about that though.
You said you like it. That means you like. There is something about it that you like.
No, they have not touched. They have not touched Imisi.
And that's your fan.
That's my fan. And as a matter of fact, I don't have any problem with that.
That's your fan, right?
Yes, that's my fan. Those but Pere. Yes, Pere was my fan. I want to fan there. So many, but Imisi is the current. But I'm not, it's not that touch. Yes, they have not touched Imisi as far as I'm concerned.
When they touch her, you stop being a fan.
No, I pray they don't touch her.
Okay, now let's come back to music.
Thank you.
We've seen you a couple of times trying to get involved with other artists. I've seen you feature nights.
Yes.
And maybe one or two other artists.
Yes.
But suddenly we discovered that. Okay, one, what pushed you to that aspect of collaboration? I know that musicians like to collaborate, yes, but why nights then?
Okay.
And what has happened to you further collaborations? Why have you stopped collaborating?
Okay, thank you for that question. I don't do collaborations because artists love to do collaborations. I don't do collaborations because I want one artist to come and raise my name. Everybody needs promotion. I'm sorry to mention brand Coca-Cola is still advertising. So I'm not saying I'm too big to promote my music. No, I don't do it with the purpose of because I want this or that. I do it when the inspiration comes, when I receive the inspiration, when I have something unique for that kind of. Okay, now I'm working on something now under it because Buga is coming to this premiere. Jesse King. I have a song I just released. I think I released it last year birthday. So Nifaji. When I did the music, I was like, okay, this stuff goes with Buga, Beautiful Nobia, Lagbaja. So now I'm on this discussion with Buga already to feature him in that Nifaji track. So I do my things when I know I have this kind of inspiration, I have this song on ground. I look for artists that can fit in. So I've featured Adebodu Twins too. I've featured Mega 99. I've featured Nice. I'm working on several others too. So that's it.
So what should we expect from you?
Now the new album is a lot of I have a lot of sweet music, inspirational music, and Faji music in it. And to God be the glory. I have like at least 4 companies that sponsored some track there. I have some private individuals who are my fans that sponsored the Wonder track. I do that too, and I learned that from King Sonny Ade. So, and to God be the glory. I have so many sponsors that they sponsor their track, they sponsored what they want to listen to for their own brand. And I did a lot of music there for my fans, and I did so many music there also to glorify God. So it's been God is the title, and it's on online platforms already.
I have just maybe 2-3 questions to wrap up.
Yes, the program needs to start.
Yes, I feel
we're having a premiere.
celebrities, musicians,
Yes, sir.
artists, they usually make the sacrifice
Yes.
at the point of getting to the height of their career. They will say that okay, maybe they sold their car, some would say they sold their kidney, some would say whatever sacrifice they made, just to ensure
That's spiritual.
just to ensure that their career continues to be on the trajectory. You understand? For you, what is the greatest sacrifice you've made for your career?
The greatest sacrifice, this is a very, very sensitive question, but I will answer it. I hate any diabolic means of getting to anywhere. Any musician want to get to. I'm not someone that believes so much in that. But I made so much money in this music industry. And at a point, I was supposed to build houses there. But I did not. I tried to get some things that is necessary. And then those money I was making, I was putting it back in the industry to promote my music. So that name, Femi Sola, will not go down. Though I later did my housewarming last 2 years. I give glory to God. But I knew I could have built like maybe 7 or 10 buildings in Ibadan and maybe a few in Lagos. But I didn't do that because I was busy promoting Femi Sola's brand, which is my brand. So, and I thank God, I don't have any regrets. So those are the things I have sacrificed. If I want to do fine boy, I will make those money and then I'll buy big car. They might not even listen to Femi Sola again. But I made the money and I put it back to promote my brand. And I'm still doing it today. People that knows me. And that's even the reason for this media briefing. Because I always like people to know about me. Not just about me, but to know about my brand and also to push that my brand. And I have so many people following it already. I have so many colleagues that if I can categorically tell you that this I have done today, you will see it yourself that some people will even copy it. I have people that I don't want to say some things, let me just be careful. So, thank God.
Do you think you have a certain rival in this music industry that gives you a chase for your money?
Not just a certain rival, so many people. I have so many artists that anything Femi Sola do they want to do. Anything, but do you know why I always thank God? Anytime I see them, I'm always happy. Okay, Femi, one copy it, and one thing tell me you can lie to back copy, baba me there. To back copy and continue on say, má ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀tanú àti ìlara. That is most important thing. So if anybody wants to copy me,
is there anybody in mind?
No, I don't have anybody in mind. A lot of people. I won't mention any name.
But you know them. They know that you know them.
Shebi you know your enemy now. So that's it.
Are you scared of them?
I'm not scared of them. But I love to be careful when it comes to the media.
Pick you out of the business.
Nobody can outshine me. I don't joke with my pattern and my brand. Nobody can outshine me on my brand. Nobody. But everybody will always shine in their own choosing career, and I don't wish anybody bad. We are all colleagues and they are all doing well. Everybody's doing well. I work with people, I joke with people, I have friends. I don't have a particular friend in the industry, but I don't want to mention so that other people won't feel. So that's it. Yeah.
People say Femi Sola is a cute man, fine boy.
I'm fine now.
Man and all that. How do you manage that aspect of your life that does not cost you so much? Stand up.
I'm not a boy, I'm a man. So when you are becoming a man, you need to know how to manage your. Yeah, I might have done some mistake as a guy. Everybody,
What mistakes?
No, nothing really. I'm just talking about like being a boy. Think about it, grow up and when you me, I'm a lot of mistake. So I'm not writing that down, but it's not a major mistake that could cost me my career, my family, my whatever it is. I'm only talking that when you are becoming a man, looking cute is part of the things that will sell what I have. So I'm always happy that at this we'll find there now. So it's all up. Yeah, I know.
So last question.
Last from me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Looking back to your struggle days,
Yes, sir.
and now, will you say you are fulfilled?
To this level, I am fulfilled at some things, and I still have some things I'm chasing. I'm not 100% fulfilled. I still have things I still want to do, but at this level, I'm thanking God for what He has done. That's it.
Last question. There's this question that there's this thing about you know how to manifest to the people that you have. Probably maybe they wrong you for one reason, or maybe you guys are two. One of the cases is this guy, your former job.
Okay.
When he left your band, there was this. So for me, I felt it was shaky.
It was a lot because he posted something. Yeah. Okay.
You've been able to manage that situation very well. To the point that I think when you traveled out, you saw each other. And
Yeah, he still plays for me in
manage that
London.
moment?
Yeah. One thing about me, my brother Tayo Lajile, who happens to be my producer, shout out to him. He always tell me something. Always say something to me. He be like, Femi, ẹ ṣáà mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa manage èèyàn ṣá. Mọ́ mi náà máa ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wá ní Femi máa mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa manage àwọn èèyàn. One thing about me, tèmi ti máa mọ̀ ni pé if you are a leader, o gbọ́dọ̀ nínú tó fẹ́, I don't know how to put that in English. You have to be able to tolerate people. Then I always learn to use people for what they are useful for. People might offend you. In fact, if you check yourself too, you might not be perfect. So I always learn to tolerate people. The guy you just mentioned happened to be my drummer, my former drummer. Some things happened that led to another thing, and we traveled later after when he posted some things. We had very, very serious issues then. But later we got it resolved. We met in London. Until now, he's in charge of my band in the UK. So to the glory of God, I have some of my band that have helped to that God has used me to help. I have some in America, I have some in the UK, and we always see each other and we work together. So the most important thing is that we all should learn how to tolerate one another. No one is perfect, and if the person doesn't do anything that can harm your life or maybe after your life or something, then we can still tolerate each other and manage it out. Because if you check, you will notice that that person is actually useful for a particular thing in your life. So we just have to. Me myself, I'm not perfect. I offend people too. So if everybody is now saying, because Femi fucked up, or Femi, I'm used to use that word. I'm sorry. If because Femi messed up, and then they also, leave me, and then they say, okay, we are not working with you again. How will I feel? You understand? So I must always see myself that I'm not perfect, and then I should learn to tolerate another person too. So thank you.